Okay, so I'm currently finishing up sanding down some of the parts and also reviewing the parts, what I'm going to be possibly, yeah, I'm going to put photo etch parts on this because, yeah, it does need it. It does need it. But where does it need it? That's the most important thing. Where do we need to start? I began working on the blue parts, cleaning it up, sanding it down, making sure I can get everything up to par here. This part here, like there's nothing here other than like an armored plating, because I know that the front part of the chest, there's a little thing here that sticks out, which is right here. Let me get it. Yo. So there's these two little vents here, which slide into that. And as I was reviewing it, I said, do I have anything that will maybe replace these two with something else? But as I'm reviewing it, I didn't see anything that will be small enough that will work well with this. So they're going to be left the way it is for now. So just put that there at this moment. I know that there are these side vents here, and there are parts for this. As you can see right there, they'll be in there. So a lot of small parts like this one for the shoulder will be painted. But something like this, I have these parts that could probably go there. Let me see if I have something in length. Let's see. There's one here. Let me just remove this. That is a little too short. Yeah, this will be a little too short. So unfortunately, I'm not. If this was a little longer, that'd be fine. And no, I'm not going to take two of these and put them on back to back. So that's not going to be done. I'll keep that there for now. As I was cleaning up parts, I came across these two parts here. Let me grab the other part here. These two will be glued on, so I don't have to worry about them. But these are the two side thruster parts that go on the backpack for this. Now there is a blue part here, which now I can begin assembling it because there's nothing, I don't have to worry about it. Let me see. I believe it's this way. I could be wrong, but let's find out. It also will work if I'm looking at the instructions. Oh, okay, so we will need this. And then this would be like this. Is that correct? Yeah, that's fine. So that will slide into that. Because these two, like this one, will go in there. And this is the wrong one, of course. Yeah, this one. So this one will go here and here. And then these two guys go right back there. Now, these are the ones that hold the thrusters up, and most likely I'm going to be putting these on later on because I don't see any other parts. There is another part that goes here like that, but I'll probably either paint it separate or whatever. Probably leave it there, who knows. I had to sand it down. But let's move on to this part, these two parts right here. So we have thruster vents here, or some heatsink vents. There is this part here that there is a seam line right in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's annoying. Especially if you put it here, then how are you gonna, you know, I mean, I would have to like scrape it with a knife just so it could look good. But now I'm saying to myself, what do I do? What do I do? Let's see what photo etch parts I have. Because because I have a bunch here. I could probably get away with something like this, but it's not the size is not probably going to be good. You see, that doesn't work that way. Even if I use a big one, that doesn't work. These are vents, which I can put them here, like I put one under that, but that maybe grasping at straws. I got a mesh here. Some of the haikus and the decals. I was looking for the scribing tool, but I lost it and I put it away. I'm going to need that later on. I'm going to use that. These are the little pulleys. Can I take it out of here and put it to... Oh, okay, here we go. Actually, this is what I was looking for. So we have these old guys. I could... Let's get that part again. I can probably put like a series of vents. So we have one there. So we have one there, and then, so remember, look at the diameter. So we have we have 5 millimeter, 4.3 millimeter, and 3.8 millimeter. So maybe what I can do is I can cut that and do the vents 1, 2, 3 in a row. So the big one goes in the bottom, the middle one goes in the middle, and the top one, the small one goes on the top. I would have to figure out how to put it in. Let me see here. So if I put that in there, you would have that there in the accordion-like setup, sticking out. That's an idea right there. I don't know if I can actually pull that off, but we'll figure that out. There is another series of vents that I had that has been in storage for quite some time. Oh, here it is. I don't know if you guys remember these. These were the ones that I actually used on my Efrit Custom RE100. And even though I don't think it will work on the top, on the bottom, hold on a second, let's pop that out. On the bottom would be perfect. You know, we have a couple here. As a matter of fact, let's test fit one. Where's the knife? There we go. And these are, you got to be very careful with these guys, because once you pull one out, and if you do it wrong, it's very, very hard to set this back normally. Alright, so I'm just going to let it drop there. That's a little small. But if I take this one like that to slide it in, as you know, I didn't glue it, so actually that actually comes out pretty good. That's actually really nice. I don't have to worry about the one in the bottom, so that's fine. I'm going to glue this on, but let me put this in a place where I can get to it immediately. I'll put it in my trays here. I have plenty for that, so that's good for this one. Yeah, I gotta figure this one out. If worse comes to worse, I may not do what I just showed right now. I'm just probably gonna sand it, just get the sanding, you know, use this and then sand it down to see if I can get rid of that seam line. That's gonna annoy the hell out of me. I can imagine it's annoying somebody right now. Thrusters are okay, which I can actually get one of the one of the thruster circle parts. I've always had one of these, and I'm saying to myself, is there a part in this kit that I can actually use this? And unfortunately, there isn't. Yet there is this weird little hole here, which I'm actually thinking of drilling it out and using one of these guys right here to go right there. So that's one. This part is the one that I'm more interested in. I was looking for vents like I did with the GM Sniper Custom, and I have this. Give me a second here. This is modeling upgrade kits. This is AW101. So we have both a 9mm, 8mm, and 7mm. 7mm is too small, but 9 fits just right. But how does it look with the kit on? Hold on. Give me the leg. So there again, we have vents here. Then we put it right on top of this. You should see the vents like that. But how do we work this out? I can probably put one here facing in an angle, like a 45-degree angle, like in this angle like there, because you have the vents like that has a little thing there. So it would be glued right there with super glue. I may have to like sand this down a bit because obviously the positioning of this may be rubbing to there, so I don't want to damage this. So once this goes in, it's in, but I don't want the whole thing to snap off. So I'm going to probably sand this area there and here, then super glue the two parts there, then bend it down for that. What do you think of that? That seems to be cool, right? Yeah. And of course, let me grab the other part here because I was cleaning it up. Here we go. So we have the 5 holes that we were talking about before. They look oddly familiar to what I have. Let me see what I have, because we can't use this one because there's only 5 per style and size. Let me see here. So I have this one, which is 3.5mm. That actually fits that. But so they're 5 times 4. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 12 here, and so I actually have 20 here. The only problem is though, we have the one with 4 notches. Sorry, here 4 notches, and this one with 3 notches. Do I have any extra? That's 2, and that's 1. So here's some new ones. Oh yeah, I do have some new ones. Hold on. Is that the right size? 97? 97, perfect. Oh my god, perfect. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we got 20 here and 20 here. But now the big question, should I use the 4 notches or should I use the 3 notches? You guys tell me. You guys tell me. One last thing, and this one actually is pretty neat. I saw this a few moments ago. I put it someplace. It's part of the high Q parts. We have 10 of these 2.5 millimeter round parts, as you can see there. These little screw parts. Unfortunately, let's see. I don't know. We have this, the elbows. I think they can fit. They look like they can fit. I think they barely fit. But if I can drill the hole and stick it in there, it should be fine. I think that's pretty good. I will continue reviewing other parts, because I don't know about what I'm going to do with, like, hold on a second, because I have the shield here. I don't know if I'm going to be doing something here on the shield. I mean, there's a strip here, and I think I have something which I just, you know what, I didn't realize this video is going to take long, but yeah, it's going to take very long because I have a lot of stuff here that I can use. I just saw this a moment ago, and no, I don't. I see, here it is. There we go. So I bought this like a while back. These little things. And unfortunately, it's, well, I can actually merge together and put them both, back to back. Cut one part, but there, and the small one, unfortunately, I cannot squeeze in there. I could probably squeeze it in there, but then there's that angle there, so it doesn't make any sense. But I do want to maybe put, like, see, like there's these two little hard points there for the holes. I could probably put them there. Unfortunately, if I do that, I screw up the decal placement. So most likely I may end up doing here and here, and maybe two side parts there for the bolts, for imaging of the bolts. And if you look at the decals here, there are decals for like simulated bolt sections there, so I can probably put one here and here, and one there and there. We got the sides there. We got one here for these two, so that's good. We can do one in the back over there, four on the thrusters here on the side. Nothing on the legs, but maybe, I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure. The back skirts, there's definitely two in the front, two there and two there. And I actually have not even noticed this. Okay. Unfortunately, this thing does not have a connector, but there's nothing to connect to hold it up to. However, there's good coverage here for panel lining. There's a thruster part here design, which, quite frankly, if I had a nice little photo etch part, I can put it right there. Don't know. I could probably drill that and put in a tubing hole, something. Do one photo etch part there, so that will be four on each side. And I think I've been thinking about doing this. These parts for the connections for like transporting. Put one on each side. Here, here, here. Hopefully that will work. Maybe not, because I don't want a lot of things sticking out, and during the painting phase, because I'll be doing the digital caramel, it may mess it up. So we'll skip this for something else in another day. Okay. Progress. We're making some progress here.